Hello students. Today we will discuss about the introduction of human skeleton, particularly about the appendicular skeleton. So let's discuss about the appendicular skeleton of the human structure. Before we discuss about our today's class, here is the recap for our previous class. In our previous class, we have discussed about the introduction of bones. We discussed that the bones, what are the bones, what the bones functions, and we discussed about the division of skeleton system in two types. We studied that skeleton system is divided into axial skeleton system and the appendicular skeleton system. In our last class, we also get to know about the axial skeleton system and the bones associated in axial skeleton system. And today we will discuss about the rest appendicular skeleton. So let's start with today's class. Objective of today's class is to study about the bones of the skeleton system, which is grouped in two principal divisions, axial and skeleton and the appendicular skeleton. In today's class, we will discuss about the bones in appendicular skeleton structures. In our last class also we have discussed what is bone. Bone is 1/3 of connective tissue and it is made up of calcium salt, which constitute 2/3 part of a bone. In strength, bone is as strong as the steel or iron, and it is so hard, but it is highly vascular. Vascular means that the bones are rich in blood supply. Bone is very much a living tissue. Yes, the bone is living tissue as all other rest tissue in our body. It shows a characteristic pattern of growth. It means that that is bone only which gives a pattern of growth in our body. Just due to increase in the bone height or the length, the body length or the height increases. It could mold itself according to change in stress and strain it bears. Yes, we have discussed it that a bone is so strong but can be mold itself under the pressure, under the stress and strenuous condition, as seen in some kind of degenerative changes. In the human body, at birth there are approximately 270 bones present. Yes, in the human, when we take birth, there are approximation of 230 bone present in our body. But as we grow old, many of these bones fuse together and form one single muscle bone, and leaving a total of 206 separated bone in the adult, not counting numerous small sesamoid bones, because there are so many sesamoid bones present in the body. The largest bone, as we know, that largest bone is the femur or the thigh bone, and the smallest bone is the bone in the middle ear called stapes. So these are some facts about the bone. Let's discuss about the classification of the bone. There are two principal divisions of skeleton system. First is axial skeleton and another is appendicular skeleton. Axial skeleton consists of the bones that lie around the longitudinal axis of the human body. Skull bone, hyoid bone, ribs, sternum and the bones of vertebral column comes in this category. Appendicular skeleton consists of the bones of limb, including the pelvic girdle and the shoulder pectoral. There are numbers of bones comes under this heading, and we will discuss about these appendicular skeleton system bones in our today's class. let's start with this class. Here in this picture, the axial skeleton and the appendicular systems are shown in dark color. In first picture, this is appendicular skeleton, which is dark in color. It includes the shoulder girdle here and the whole upper limb, plus the pelvic girdle and the whole lower limb. This is called as the appendicular skeleton. Whereas in this picture, this is the darkened color is the axial skeleton, which includes the head or the skull, the thoracic and the spine. So in today's class, we discuss about only the appendicular skeleton. So let's start. Appendicular skeleton system. Appendicular skeleton includes upper pectoral girdle, arms, hand and lower pelvic girdle, legs and feet. Let's discuss them one by one. So we discuss about the appendicular skeleton. Now we have the revision. Upper appendicular skeleton consists of pectoral girdle. In pectoral girdle, we have two scapula, one in each side, and clavicle, one in each side, total counting 4 in number. Here is the clavicle called as the collarbone and the scapula, which is flat triangular bone of the back of the human body. Then it is arm or hand. The whole humerus forms the arm, the ulna and radius form the forearm, and the structure of the hand are formed by the carpal, metacarpal and the phalanges. Humerus are 2 in number, 1 in each side. Ulna are paired, 1 in each side. Radius is also 2 in number, right or left. Carpals 8 in each side, 8 plus 8 is 16. Metacarpals 5 in right, 5 in left, then form 10 bones, and phalanges are 14 in one hand, so are 28 in number. So there are 30 bones in total of one hand and whole in 60 of in two upper limb or upper appendicular skeleton. Lower appendicular skeleton. First of all, we have pelvic girdle. In pelvic girdle, we have two hip bones. Yes, the sacrum is not the part of appendicular skeleton, it is a part of axial skeleton. So the hip bone forms the pelvic girdle. Leg and feet. The thigh is formed by the femur, which are 2 in number, one right and left. Patella forms the bowl of knee, which are 2 in number, one is in right, one in left. Then tibia and fibula, they are also paired, one right, one left bone. There are 7 tarsals, 14 in 2. Then 10 here, then metatarsal, 5 in each foot, so there are 10, and the 14 phalanges similarly as the hand. There are 14 phalanges and form the IP joint. So here are the bones of the appendicular skeleton. Let's discuss about the summary of today's class. We have discussed about the bones in the appendicular skeleton. We know that there are 2 paired bone in the upper pectoral girdle. In total, there are 4 bones. In the arm or the upper skeleton, there is 3 paired bones. In total, there are 6 bones. In our hand, there are 27 paired bones in total of 54 bones. In our lower pelvic girdle, there is one hip bone which is paired in left and right, forming the two bones. In our leg, there are four paired bones, in total 8 bones. One is femur, one is tibia, one is fibula, and one is patella. Similarly, there are 26 paired bone in our feet. In total, it makes 52. So there are the whole number of our bones in the appendicular skeleton. Here is the reference for your knowledge or for your help. If you want to discuss or to learn, you can refer these. And I hope you found this lecture well. So thank you. Have a good day.